Hey, happy Tuesday, everyone. It's Meredith. I'm here with our message for the 19th of April, 2022. We're tuning in first to the energies of the moon phase. So as you know, we've just had a full moon in Libra that shifted into Scorpio, and now the moon is in fiery Sagittarius. Ooh. So what's on offer to us today? We're using 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot for the moon phase message. We're starting out with the 9 of Cups. And take a look at this. All the settings are placed. Everything is ready to be received. And isn't that really sweet when you consider that the full moon is about releasing the energy of intention at the new moon? And here we are with these 9 cups. We know that the 9 of Cups is a message of fulfillment. And what I feel intuitively as I look at the card is that we are ready. You know, we see encouragement out of angel answers often saying, you're ready, you're ready, you're ready. And it feels as though the 9 of Cups echoes that message, continues to encourage us to keep the faith, to stay the course of our heart space, nurtured intentions. And we've got the Ace of Cups here to the power of 9 with blissful overflow. This message has been showing up for us for weeks. Alongside it has been a message consistently about how we are addressing challenges of prior experience and their influence upon us in the now, and how those prior challenges have continued to encourage us to set this table of readiness in the 9 of Cups. Isn't that fascinating? Because, you know, sometime last year we were getting a consistent message of making way for the very things that we had been intending for. We saw a whole lot of the Death card and the High Priestess. We still see quite a bit of them both in the readings, though those messages at the time were really pushing us to take a look at our manifestation process. You know, it's one thing to fulfill a dream and a goal, to work toward that, though if other aspects of our foundation are in shambles, tower, a debris field, tower, how do we have room to receive energetically the very things that we, again, hold space for? And what we're seeing here in this one single card, first one of the entire reading, is our readiness. I feel this is why we've seen so much of the Death card recently too, because we've been sweeping the foundation. We really have been quite diligent and dedicated to resourcing what no longer serves us. Perfect, right? And then our next card, the moon. Yeah, the moon has allowed us to see in a new light the shape of the horizon for ourselves. Beautiful, right? It's so nice to have just come out of this full moon, to have the moon card here. And this brings the message of what's emerging. I am drawn right now to the imagery from the Light Seer's Tarot, the moon card from that deck, where you see what appears to be a mermaid in the water, and she is about to surface. She is rising to the surface, and that's what I feel. The pull of the moon has magnetically drawn to us what we've been holding space for, 9 of Cups. And in the fullness of the moon has come this beautiful overflow, and the 9 of Cups here is representative of our preparation for receiving that, the making way. Our next card is so beautiful. Yes, there's the Lovers, and this has been a deliberate choice on our part. We had to choose our way into this kind of energy. And, you know, we've seen a bit of the King of Swords recently too, and he and the Queen both are extremely decisive. Not all the decisions felt favorable at the time, though it was keeping a weather eye on some aspect of sacrifice in those moments, saying no so that we could say yes to something much more fulfilling. And this is what we're witnessing here in the cards. So this is the Lover's card is the fulfillment of our heart space, all that we have held in heart space, really emerging and flowing onto the foundation, blissfully so. Oh my gosh, yeah. And there's the Wheel of Fortune. The divine delivery system, as I call it. This is true alignment with the destiny that we have been in creation for with ourselves. And we're celebrating this right here and now. So hallelujah to the full moon phase and what it has brought for us. Share some of that in the comments if you wish. Let us know. It's so inspiring to us. Okay, our soulful presence. What's our soulful presence whispering to us today? We have, oh, gorgeous. Little Red Riding Hood here. The Shapeshifter. Oh, this is very sweet. So what I'm hearing as I look at the card and as I feel into the card, we've made way for our true nature. We speak a lot, the cards speak a lot to us about belief system, programming, the messages that have been passed to us culturally from our peers and our elders, that have those messages that have shaped the way we are today, how we conduct ourselves today. And the cards have encouraged us to challenge all of that at all times. Look how many times we've seen the Three of Swords recently. It doesn't have to necessarily be about prior relationships with others, though that's certainly an intense focus when we see the card. How about the prior relationship within self? How we are shaped by our belief system, our programming, and what the well-intentioned peers and elders have given us, right? And here we have the wolf, which for me represents our true nature, the wild part of us that somehow we keep under wraps just because of the programming and belief system. So the card itself is Shapeshifter. We've had to reshape and make way for this aspect of our beingness. Excuse me. And this is what makes the Nine of Cups possible. This is what makes the readiness for receiving all that beautiful overflow right here in the Shapeshifter card. Who are we in the core of ourselves, in our true nature, the aspect of ourselves that may have been stifled and kept under wraps, that caused the Three of Swords, that caused towers to fall, foundations to crack. It's all because we have looked to our own horizon, and Wheel of Fortune, in alignment with our destiny, the true nature of our soulful presence, we have seen where we have been out of alignment, and we have self-corrected for our conscious waking awareness. And this is what's emerged up out of the moon's energy. And we see this in a new light and in a new way. And we've reshaped our inner landscape. And we have expanded and defined more exquisitely our self-relationship. We talk so often here from the cards about what we have to offer. And what we have to offer is our true nature, not a watered down version of ourselves. Beautiful. Let's move on to the energy atmosphere of the day. We're using the Mythic Tarot. This is an intense deck, by the way. It's not for necessarily a beginner. It's a very deep deck. It's wonderful though. So if you can get your hands on a copy of it, an original copy of it, I don't know that that's actually still in print. Look for it on eBay. It is fantastic. It aligns with Greek mythology. So very interesting. Well, let's get into it. We have our first card, the Ten of Cups. So what are we talking about here but fulfillment? And there's Psyche and Eros on the card. And look at this. This is the inner unity that we're talking about over here on the Lover's card. This is the alignment of the divine delivery system off the Wheel of Fortune in a unified, harmonized, inner divine masculine, inner divine feminine fulfillment of energy. So this card here connects so beautifully to the Shapeshifter card as well. I'm sure you can make the connection. Tens are about fulfillment and they are about completion. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is 10. We have the 10 of Cups now. We're turning the page. We're moving into a new cycle. We've just come to the end of a moon cycle and we're going to start a new one soon. So we're taking all of this overflowing, blissful, loving, shape-shifted fulfillment into a brand new cycle in a very unified way within self. And here we have Justice. Yes, balancing our own scales. There's Libra energy on the table. We no longer have any desire whatsoever, as I said earlier, to present a watered down version, hence the Shapeshifter card. And this is where the great inner balance happens off the Wheel of Fortune with the moon, with the Lovers, with the Ten of Cups, and Justice, the clear, raw, honest truth of who we are. Sweet. Next we have, oh my gosh, look at this, the Nine of Cups again. Fantastic. So here we have Psyche, Eros, and now Aphrodite. And she is here saying this is a blessed union. This is a blessed connection. So this is our soulful presence, shape-shifted in divine alignment. And I'm noticing as I'm looking at these cards, you know, they're each holding a cup. And then there are 6 cups. And I'm focused on the number 6 here, because 6 is about balance and harmony in tarot. The Lover's card is number 6 in the major arcana. So there is this highly emphasized energy of balance within self, harmony within self. We feel blessed in our inner unity. So I come back around one more time to this is how we present. This is how we broadcast. This is what is emanating, this harmonized, balanced, unified self. This is what emanates from our sphere of influence. So we are attracting more of that because what we give out, we get back. So we're going to find that that harmonized, soulful presence in earthly waking consciousness continues to draw more of this blissful, loving, overflowing energy to us. And it's going to touch every part of our lives. All right, next we have the Chariot. Oh, gorgeous. So, of course, and look at the momentum, look at the movement there. So we're going to charge forward in just that kind of self-presence, in just that kind of broadcast. And there's no hesitation within us to lean into our true nature. There's no apology for that. There's just no hesitation to put our raw loving selves right out loud. I love this. Okay, next, off the bottom of the deck, what do we have? Look at that. Another 6, the 6 of Cups, the soulmate card in tarot. And, you know, there's Psyche sitting on the rock there awaiting the presence of Eros. And, you know, this is coming from the bottom of the deck, so this is a bit of the unseen. And what I feel is a repeat of energy. So as we charge forward in the Chariot and we have all of this glorious energy well in hand, well directed within ourselves, we're going to go looking, Chariot, for the next adventure in the next cycle within self. So how can we bring out even more of our dynamic true nature? And I feel that here on the Six of Cups. It's expanding within our own soulmate relationship to self. And we're going to attract more. Our next card is the Ace of Wands. Gorgeous card because there's all of our skill, our talent, our will, our motivation, our passion. We are lit right up. So we're going to take this fiery Ace of Wands into the next cycle with the Knight of Swords, which is a minor arcana version of the Chariot. It keeps going. It keeps Moon card emerging for us. This desire to go deeper, this desire to expand in self-relationship because it is enriching every part of our life and every connection we have within it. We keep talking about upgrading the cards lately, and you can see it here. Next, we have the Three of Cups. Gorgeous celebration again. Psyche and Eros in celebration. And this is representative of emotionally how we feel, how this fulfillment off the 9 feels for us. Off the 10 as well. And that is exquisite. It's an exquisite celebration of our beingness. And why would we want to hold that back at all? No, we don't. We want to be out there howling at the moon. All right, I was going to stop there with the cards from the bottom of the deck. But again, they're compelling me. So now we have the King of Cups. We have the Sun. And we have the Magician. See, we're making more from this. All that we see here on the table, everything we just spoke on. We have mastery within our emotional quotient. We have the Sun highlighting with brilliant clarity all that is in our broadcast, in our sphere of influence. And then we have the Magician here encouraging us to reinvest and make more of what we see in front of us. That's fantastic. That's a beautiful infinity loop right there too. Okay, next, Angel Answers. Ask a question of these cards. If you have one, let them confirm something for you. Allow them to be a message to meditate upon. Our first card. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see this one. We have romance coming out of the deck. And this is yet one more confirmation of the divine union within self-relationship, being in the broadcast and attracting more divine union in everything that we are in relationship with. Our next card is Trust. Trust yourself. Trust this exquisite energy. Trust what is emerging, and trust that you will know exactly how to reinvest that energy in yourself to make more. Magician. Next card. And challenge everything you believe. We have the If You Believe card. What are you believing in or for at this time? How are you speaking over your life? And is that belief in harmony with your divine union of self, or are the words to what you are believing that are cycling around in your mind coming from another voice from another time? A well-intentioned voice, though. Does it fit? Does it work? Is it in harmony? One more. Yeah, I like this one. Listen to your intuition. Most definitely. It will inform us so beautifully with that If You Believe card. Our intuition will help us challenge what we carry with us long term, its origin, where it comes from, who it comes from. Is it ours? Is it our voice? Does it align with our shape-shifting true nature? Okay, one more card from the Spirit Oracle deck. I'm just going to pull one right off the top. What do we have? Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful. Yes. Oh, that's so cool. I just saw a message this morning from Abraham Hicks. It was something to the effect of, the more we can be playful with whatever is in front of us, the easier the experiences will be. So be playful with the experiences that are challenging to you. How can you play with it? How could we uplift the energy and change the frequency? If we bring our humor and our joy and our heart to any challenge, how can we make our own process so much easier? Great questions, right? All right, everybody, have a beautiful Tuesday. Peace, love, joy, and happiness to each and every one of you. Tell us about your 9 of Cups and how you have all those places set and how they are blessing you. Namaste.